starting off with the technical issues for a change. Everything's going great. So, an announcement to come, a lot of guests to come, and of course, my money's still on Argentina to win. Great joke to start off the show. So, I've got a few of these things to read out first, just because. Uh, NJ Ranger, should I say NJ Grifter? That's you. Thanks for becoming a YouTube member. Steph Renee, thanks for becoming a YouTube member. Nice podcast, stupid. Thanks for becoming a YouTube member, Dan, a good friend of John, not mine. The OG Pegleg, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Genta, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. And that's not a bad profile photograph if I do so myself, you dirty hoe. No offense. Tim, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Dela, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. And Doomspayer, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. And look at this, we've also just got another one just happened. Bork 1960, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. We're off to a good start, and we're going to play these all as a group because even I would get annoyed playing it this much in a row. Okay, now why did I read those intros out at the start? Well, unfortunately, Lemmi is kind of ill at the minute. She has the link. She may join us during the show. We'll find out soon, but hopefully she will be here. First thing we got to announce, though, a lot of those new YouTube members came in because of, I think, the buzz, should we say, of last night's members-only stream. It was quite controversial. It's had a lot of people speaking. Well, the only way to see that is by becoming a YouTube member or going to Doom's channel. He clipped the best part anyway. So become a YouTube member and look at this. Did that go up? You could become one of us. Will Lemmi go off on you during the next members only stream? Who knows? But it's worth the risk if you get there. This is very difficult to do without Lemmi. So basically, tweet Lemmi abuse and say, "Where are you? The H-man is struggling." A lot of people joining us today, or should I say, a link has been sent out to a lot of people. We're going to have a good Sunday recap show. But the first person we're going to bring on, maybe she will be the temporary Lemmi until Lemmy's recovered from her AIDS infection. It is, of course, the excellent, she's currently tweeting on her phone, Ashley Cummings. Ashley, how are you doing today?
Hi guys, how are you? I'm so honored. I dressed up like Lemmi. I tried to. I'm just wearing a hat mostly. I love Lemmi. How are you doing today, Hughesy?
Quite good, quite tired, but I think the best way to help Lemmi is by hitting the like button.
Hit the like button.
See, Lemmi will not say what's wrong with her, but she has stage 5 AIDS.
Well, I wasn't texting. I was trying to bring up the chats to read them for you on the phone.
Yeah, well, I'll put them on the screen, you dumb bitch, so you don't tell the man what to do. But of course, joining us was someone who was with us. Well, she's actually said it here, for real. Lemmi unfortunately had a seizure a few hours ago. She sent me the photographs. It was a bit of a mess. So Lemmi hopefully could be joining us with big swollen lips, unlike Chad Zumock. Great joke by me. And making fun of a seizure, it's always a good way to make her feel better. One of the people who joined us last night is, of course, here backstage. She barely got to talk because of the fucking chaos that was going on. It is, of course, the excellent Ava. Ava, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing? You feeling better?
No. I've actually felt worse as the day went on, and for multiple reasons. I have AIDS. Oh. So, Roachy has the link. Pat Dixon may join us later on. Lemmi still may join us if she's feeling up to it. You never know. Michaela's worried. Well, based on your anger, we should be worried about you. I heard from Kim Nicholson that you walk around with a you-know-what. So, we should be afraid of you, okay? So, one of the things, of course, last night was the chaos of an unhinged Lemmi going off on a rant. And at the time, anyone who watched that episode, I drank a lot of beer, so I genuinely didn't know what was going on. I was completely unaware of the fight, and I was completely unaware of there really being a problem. So, what do you say, ladies? Should we go through this clip just a little bit to say it again?
Yeah, definitely.
And I was just thinking, I hope this doesn't come across as vulgar, but if Lemmy can get this angry over a tweet, imagine what she could do to my penis. I'm just saying that. Say it, Hackamania. Speaking of which, I've got to say though, an announcement for Tuesday night is that myself and Lemmy have been invited on as guests on the Keanu C. Thompson and McEneaney Thompson show this Tuesday. I can't remember what it's called. Was it Untowards Tuesday?
I believe so.
We call me a liar.
I don't know.
So we're going to me and Lemmy are making our co-debut on Untoward Tuesday this Tuesday with the lovely McEneaney and Kiki. So hopefully Lemmy's face has all healed up since then. But do not be afraid to gift memberships and all that stuff. Everything will make Lemmy feel better. And also, Lemmy is in my DMs during this. So if anyone's talking any shit, I'm going to know. Lemmy's a snitch. So here we go with play with the wonderful Doom, the one person who clipped this and sent me the collab link, which not a lot of people are doing for some reason. The collab link hurts. Helps is what I meant to say. Fuck. Wait a minute. Bring back Glenn. Who's that?
Yeah, you should have him on again.
I'll probably send him the link sometime.
I think like Joey Cease is stealing him from you.
Dirty Italian. We're having a good time.
If you want help, I can give it to you. You just gotta ask.
That's probably what Ann Darrow saw when King Kong stole her and was looking at her all the time. No offense to Melton, who's he actually does look like a gorilla. I've met him, and he smells a banana. So,
and the way this clip starts, like you rightly point attention to the chat because they're talking about me, but I was distracted because I was just watching these people going at it for the last 5 minutes. So I was curious what was going on too. Oh, I don't think I did a good job. It was the first time I didn't even know how to put a chat up, and I figured out how to do it on the show.
You did great.
Okay.
That's what I told you, Abba. I said I thought it was a great show, and why would you hide it? And the only thing I could come up with was that you were hiding it because you would let Zoom use it to sell to.
That actually was Lemmy, by the way. She's won awards for that stuff in the past.
What's his name? Carl fucking Head. What Carl?
No, it really was just supposed to be.
Is that his name?
Lady K.
Carl.
Lady K, B.
Yeah, that one. No, not Kevin Brennan. The other guy. The guy that does WATB. WATB.
Right, so the interesting thing about this is people who are on the big screen may see is that what's the name? Doom actually put the chat up on screen, which I hadn't really been paying attention to. So I did not know that Kim Nicholson and Not Victoria and Michaela were all having this intense argument and it pisses people off when I say this. I legitimately don't really follow the Dabbleverse outside of when I'm doing shows. So when I ask questions, it's mostly to get information and shit like that. So this was. I did see Kim arguing backstage, and speaking of backstage, we'll be joined once again by the water drinker himself. He wears plaid shirts like a king. He wears a hat, and he's got a lovely beard. It's not Santa Claus. Great stuff. But he should gift memberships. Ladies and gentlemen, Liam McEneaney. Liam, how are you doing today?
Ho. I came with a sack full of takes for you.
What does your hat say there?
It says United States versus Bruce Springsteen.
Good TV show. Is that the one where he killed Nicole Brown Simpson?
So, so we're watching. Are we still watching? First of all, hope Lemmy feels better. Feel better, little Lemmy. I'm genuinely bummed she's not here today.
Well, when I meet her, someone's definitely going to get bummed.
All right. Well, it was nice being here.
Yeah.
So wait, so who's the token? Who is that?
His name is Marquise, who ironically is the size of a marquee.
Heyo.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
who else is on the screen? I can't see everyone. That's Peggy in the middle.
So there's Penny, Eva, Electra, some real tough guy in the red shirt. I don't know who that is. Oh wait, it's me. Wow. Great joke by Husey. And Roachy is there, an American Cupcake is there. And simply the fact that I said that, Liam will now try to eat his screen.
Okay.
Got him. Great joke by me.
So Kim Nicholson's not on screen.
No, Kim was in the chat.
In the chat. Okay, got it. I wasn't sure.
And what happened with Lemmy was off screen. I don't know why. I don't know if we were arguing or something. Can you remember what happened before this, Eva?
Yeah, you got pissed off because she was going to show nipples on her phone, so you threw her off. But the vulgarity and just the obscenity in the chat was going on for about 15 minutes. It was vile.
A whole lot
At first I was like, are they talking about me? And then I was like, oh, well, they're fighting with each other.
So
have you seen this before, Liam?
We watched a little bit of it on Clowntown last night. And then I went to bed. I started to watch. I fell asleep.
But we don't endorse that garbage show with that awful person, Big C, as a host.
Yeah, well, I have to go on once a month as part of my community service obligation.
True.
Lady K.
Yes, Carl.
Lady K.
Lady K is his new name.
I haven't been paying attention, but there's a Victoria versus Kim versus Michaela fight going on in the chat here. Can I ask, did I always talk like that and sound like that, or was that just all the drinking?
It's hard to tell when you're drunk.
True.
And I say that endearingly.
I was definitely, I've kind of get that sort of Sly Stallone slurry thing, like, hey, yo, hitting the like button, Right, Liam?
I'm sorry, I thought this was you on film. I'm getting very confused. I can't bear to look at this.
The two Uzis.
I can't stand to look at. By the way, Ava, this fight is the most quiet I've ever seen you on any show ever.
I had nothing to add to it. They had stuff they needed to work out.
Explain. Put it up there.
Okay, start at the beginning. Bring up the chats. Let's go.
Nothing I love than white women fighting.
Hang on.
I love it. Yeah, just for the record, the people on stream are on hallowed ground and can't fight. The chat, go ahead. No hold barred.
I'll fight with anyone.
Hang on. So here's not Victoria in the real chat live. She says the thing that set me off was her telling Eccles and others that I can't imagine a married person spending this much time in chats on YouTube. Possibly, but why would Eccles' wife want to spend time with him?
By the way, can I just point out before you continue, the fact that Lemmi is putting her hair up that's how you know she's a real one. That's how you know she actually fights people. She's like fucking taking her hoops off. She's fucking taking her jewelry off. Like that's the grabber.
Yeah, people fear Lemmi. Like she's only 5 foot tall and she's thin and small, but I wouldn't mess with her.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Who wants to fight? I feel like fighting.
Real love besides my parents feels like, so I'm kind of just in the dark myself, but Michaela's kind of been 100% there for me, and I know that Kim, all I've seen from Kim is hateful shit. She can't seem to see the good or funny in anything. She just is hateful, dude. And it's so fucking sad and depressing and fucking awful to be around, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't like it. I'd rather be around Michaela. I'd rather be around Michaela if she's packing fucking 3 fucking guns and angry and drunk. I'd rather be around Michaela.
Right. Here's a question I've got to ask, and I don't know if maybe Ava would know this. A genuine question: does Kim have like a bad reputation amongst the shows?
She does, but some people love her. She used to piss me off so much, and then just one day I said something nice to her, and then she was just nice to me. But yeah, she knows how to get in people's head and won't drop it. It is hilarious that it turns out she has that past because she should have known that was going to come out. But yeah, she pisses a lot. When she pisses people off, they like really hate her.
Yeah, like some of it's a bit intense. I remember her and Deb had a legendary Twitter battle. Lady KB and Kim don't seem to get along. So it is fucking not like, especially when it's all news to you and you find out all this stuff. You go, wait a minute, what? Like I used to make fun of people when you find out that they worked at like a fish store. It's like, oh, what a shitty job that was. Like, wait a minute, you used to do what?
It is also interesting that Roachy has latched onto her because she, in a lot of ways, is like him in her persistence and just never dropping it and just going into the gutter with people. So,
yeah, to be honest with you, I thought that it seemed to you, and I thought that Roachy was Kim Nicholson for a long time. He's a very ugly person. And she's a very handsome woman, I think is the polite way to say it. Kim, we're getting along on Twitter recently because she's had a mild...
Yes, absolutely. Until she started fucking... I put aside... I understand that there are bitter people in the fucking world. And I don't want to sit here and judge people for their past. I'm not going to do that. I'll let every fucking buddy else do it for me. I don't need to. I feel like I can't sit by silently while you're sitting there like just attacking my friend over stupid bullshit that happened 2 years ago. Like, who fucking cares, dude? You want to talk about some past shit? You were a literal meth whore. You sucked gross, dirty old homeless dick for drugs.
That is a kind of an interesting thing that there's the chance that homeless people can't afford money for rent or hotel, but they do have enough money for blowjobs. And it is fact that even living out in squalor and dirt, somebody would go, fuck, I'd love to get my dick sucked tonight, right, guys? And what about you, Liam? Are you up in LA looking for dirty hoes?
Look, if I mean, if you want that, they literally designated a skid row downtown. You can find it.
AppleCon 4 coming to LA soon.
AppleCon 4. I mean, look at, on the one hand, I think it's great that if Kim really went through all that and she overcame it, that's wonderful, right? Like I think that I can't judge someone for having a shitty past where they made a lot of mistakes because it sounds like she did the work and she's built a better life. On the other hand, she's also like, look, I got a lot of people who hate me in the chat, and I kind of laugh it all off. There's a guy in there literally right now calling me a child predator, and I don't give a fuck. But for some reason, Kim just is so persistent. It kind of bums me out when I see her in the chat because once she starts like in on me, she just never stops, and it's just after a while you're like, well, this isn't fun. This is just kind of depressing,
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there may be a lot of people that hate you in the chat, but there's a lot of people that hate you on this panel right now. So,
oh yeah,
great joke by me. But Kiki's in the chat.
Someone watched Clowntown last night.
Not me. Oh yeah, I watched it. I'm lying. I love Clowntown. Kiki's in the chat. She says she's a creepy former lot lizard with an unhealthy obsession with my mother and I. This was awesome. I'll tell you this though. I remember Kim was on. Also, thanks for being a member, Kiki. I remember Kim was on the United States of Australia, or as I thought it was called, the Dean Galloway Show, live from Perth, where Kim was on, and she did an interview with Dane. I mean, Aussie guy, and she went in pretty in depth and the problem with Kiki, because Kim is a survivor of real life DV. This thing is glitching. Won't let me. There we go. Is Ava on?
Hmm?
Yeah, and so she Kim felt that Kiki didn't or doesn't support other women who are the victims of that sort of stuff.
What? Should we tell him he's muted?
No, I think this is the best show's ever been.
Am I back?
Now you're back.
So you were saying word
Okay.
salad? What?
Yeah, so where was I before that glitched?
No idea.
I believe you were saying something along the lines of Kim Nicholson was attacking Keanu Thompson for not going in harder in the paint on domestic abusers or some shit. I think that's what you're saying, right?
So all that stuff. So now I never really followed the stuff about like April and the Nick Rekieta stuff. So I don't know if Kim is right or if Keanu's right, all that stuff. But it does feel like Kim has a very intense dislike of Kiki that's almost weird. Like at some point, I just ignore people I don't like. I don't follow them. Right, Roachy?
No, to the contrary, I follow everybody I don't like. It's great. It's part of the Battleverse. No, it's funny. I think Rocco pointed this out almost immediately with Kim. She's jealous of Keanu Thompson, which is weird because, just to clarify, I think Keanu Thompson is not worth anything. In fact, I probably don't like her at all. But I got to call it out when I see that somebody's clearly jealous of, one, somebody younger, and two, somebody who was able to actually make money from her nudes. Where we've seen, and as Lemmi said yesterday, Kim couldn't even sell her own body without getting arrested for it.
Jesus. We'll hear more about what Lemmi has to say right now. Was that the video of Roachy or the real Roachy?
Now we can't hear the audio from the video.
The video's not playing. There we go. Oh, no, I can't hear it.
Yeah, shut the fuck up with.
This is why you don't play clips from the show.
This is the best part. One of the best parts.
Hey, Liam, you went to film school. What would you usually have to do to fix the audio?
Weirdly, they don't cover StreamYard.
Wait a minute.
Not one of the classes.
Is your tab muted for that you have the video in?
Right, so you can't hear this video playing?
No.
Oh shit.
Do you want me to read
This is why he doesn't play clips. He doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, hang on.
Ava, you were there. Just reenact it for us.
I could never do that performance. The Lemmi is the only one that could deliver that soliloquy.
What about now?
Nothing.
No.
No.
Still nothing?
I think it's paused now.
Let me just try this again.
It's an all-star. All-star.
See, this is why I don't play these. I don't know how to do this fucking thing.
Hey, Husey, while you're sorting that out, it's good to see that Gino's spazzing out in your chat. Hey, Gino, you would be a good comedian if you had a better publicist, right?
Gino, I want to have a discussion with you on a stream. Just let me know if you'd like to do that.
What do you want to talk to me about, Ava?
Just to go there about COVID and just I don't know.
Right. Let's see.
But is that a
if
bad
this-
idea? That'd be funny just to get him going, wouldn't it, on COVID?
I agree. I mean, I was just wondering what if it was like something recent or yeah, I've heard about that stuff.
Right.
I mean,
Can
I've-
you hear this? I'm going to press play now.
No.
Usually, we're generally not fucking with you. There's no audio to this, so I don't know what
Yeah.
you've done.
Right. So how I have no idea how to fix this.
Do you want me to present that video to you, Husey?
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. Good idea.
Give me a
Actually,
second.
this is a serious question. Husey, is it muted? Like, is the audio
The tab.
player on the thing muted?
No, I've got it. I can hear it when I play it.
Okay, you can hear. Okay.
Wait a minute. So
That's
you
weird. You
couldn't
can
hear.
hear it.
So you couldn't hear it the whole time.
No.
Mhm.
No, I could hear it, and then we had a discussion, and I can't hear it anymore.
After the first time you paused it, it was muted.
Right. But so right now there's no audio playing.
That's correct.
Roachy came on, and suddenly the audio quit.
Yeah, that is actually what
I
happened.
blame Roachy.
Okay. So you can then present the video, Roachy.
Yeah, I'm presenting it now, mate. You can see it at the bottom of the screen.
All right. I'm going to close that.
If you want help,
There we
No,
go. It
you
works
won't.
now.
I'll give it
Yeah.
to you.
It seemed that you and Kim were getting along on that. Right. You can hear that.
Yes,
Yes.
we're back in business.
Yes.
Finally, you listen to me. Hit the like button for excellent content. Flawless. Twitter recently because you
Yeah,
had a
that, and
mild.
yes, absolutely. Until she started fucking, I put aside. I understand that there are bitter people in the fucking world, and I don't want to sit here and judge people for their past. I'm not going to do that. I'll let every fucking buddy else do it for me. I don't need to. Don't. I don't. I feel like I can't sit by silently while you're sitting there like just attacking my friend over stupid bullshit that happened 2 years ago. Like, who fucking cares, dude? You want to talk about some past shit? You were a literal meth whore. You sucked
Wow.
gross, dirty old homeless dick for drugs.
Husey,
Shut up.
See, I keep thinking that's the fucking railroad she that's asking me to stop.
Yeah, Lemmy, I think you're preaching right now, and I think you're probably correcting what you're
Okay,
saying.
terrific.
Even though
Sorry.
Michaela might have like some faults in herself, you know, like who takes a gun to a casino, but nevertheless,
I don't give a fuck who takes a gun to a casino. Is it an open carry state?
Wait, pause
I
one
know,
second.
No, I'm in
No,
agreement
second.
with you.
No.
I'm in
Did
agreement.
Michaela?
Roachy, you were watching a master cook, and you started throwing the brakes on this thing. It's like
No,
watching
Liam,
Amadeus
you
play
don't understand
piano.
what was happening. No, you don't know what understand what's happening. What I was doing is realizing that Lemmy was running out of steam.
Mm.
Yeah, she needed to perk back up, and I'm aware that Lemmy is a friend of Michaela. So why not mention the fact that Michaela's a bit stupid, right? To fire Lemmy the back up. Yeah, Liam,
Yeah,
this is why
Liam,
you're not an MLC anymore.
Yeah.
If you pay
No,
attention, Liam, like Roachy keeps pushing him forward throughout
It
this
look-
whole clip.
It looks like he's watching Amadeus play piano, and he's like, "Whoa, hold on. Let's try the key of G for a second."
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that.
Haley from PSA says, I'm convinced she thinks the negative attention is fine because at least it's still attention. Sad. I don't know. I don't think Kim really sees anything positive about this at all, really. But
But the thing, she can be really sweet. Like, she's really sweet to me. And then there's people get triggered by Keanu, they get triggered by me. So it's not like she's the only one that's like pissing off people like Keanu and Lemmy. But I mean, it's not like she's really nice to certain people here. So I just thought I should add that context. But she does seem to get off on the negative attention from the people she's targeted.
Roachy, I only ever see clips of Kim's streams when you cover it on the brilliant gatekeeping art. Is Kim's show a lot of score settling?
Right. So honestly, the only thing that she's done apart from try to test her mic is cover Keanu, rebuttal Keanu, and then cover a 3-month-old clip of Karmic X with Michael Ray Bauer, only because Michael Ray Bauer mentioned Keanu Thompson. It's the only reason why she covered it. It was bizarre. So again, like just to clarify, I'm not a fan of Keanu Thompson. However, when I see somebody else attacking somebody for no apparent reason, apart from being jealous that this woman is obviously more attractive than her, younger than her, and seemed to have made money from her own body, whereas it's on record that Kim got arrested for trying to do a similar sort of thing.
No.
Exactly. That's my agreement with you, right? There's no evidence that Michaela had a gun, right? As far as we know, right? So therefore,
yeah, that whole thing about them saying that Michaela turned up the thing strapped, that's one of those typical Dabbleverse rumors that there's literally zero evidence to back it up at all, but everybody just runs with it, and that's the story. Like, that's the fact. Like, nobody has any proof to confirm it. It's like, nope, we're just gonna say it happened. Roachy has 2 dicks. That's what I heard, and we're gonna go with it.
Well, what's funny? It's funny that it is in the Dabbleverse. Obviously, like, you're a wrestling fan, right? You understand like the difference between a work and a shoot. Yeah. Some people actually believe a work is a shoot, when sometimes there are shoots that people believe are works. Yeah, that's an inside term. There you go.
No, I get it. Eccles says Kim has single-handedly. Kim has been. Hang on a second. Kim has been single-handedly trying to badmouth Kiki in the verse, as he calls it. I think we would all be Get Along Gang if it wasn't for that. That's a nice thought. I agree with that. Don't you, Roachy?
No, to the contrary. I think everybody is way too fucking nice in the Dabbleverse.
Yeah.
I mean, for prime example, sorry, you got Liam on, right? And I've been on here with Liam before. And it's like, why ain't people calling out Liam for going back to college or university in his 50s? Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? Like, realistically, what's Liam actually going to do now? Apart from die from a heart attack.
It's like I did. It's like I did yesterday with Roachy when I called him out for being on government assistance,
right?
And living with his mother.
It's ridiculous to keep improving your life. Better to sit in a fucking shitty room with bare walls like a serial killer the rest of your life, smoking cigarettes in a dirty chair, sitting on watching streams all day and keeping track of other people's lives and successes. That's the way to live your life, Roachy.
But to be honest, the thing about the Dabbleverse and that they say the Get Along Gang, it's really not a friendly community because people aren't trying to learn about each other out of friendships. It's so that they can use private information against you down the line. Like, that's why I don't tell anybody anything. Like Lemmi knows stuff about me. Christian Blatt knows some stuff about me, but he knows to keep that yapper shut, or he knows what happens. Right, Liam?
Actually, it's the reason he's the only guy from the Dabbleverse I hang out with.
True.
Like genuinely, we have discussions and it never comes up on air.
Yeah. Plus, he knows Quentin Tarantino, so that's always a good chance. Got him.
Point and accuse people of certain things, but yet when other people do that to her, she suddenly plays the fucking victim card.
It's cope. It's a standard cope, dude. It's fucking whatever. And it is what it is, dude. It's just across the board. So fucking standard. It's boring. Boring as fuck. Like, get happy about something.
That is a pretty good point. That
Yes.
like nearly every show in the Dabbleverse is about how somebody stinks, somebody sucks, somebody's grifting, somebody's stealing. This show was boring, blah blah blah. Like there are no like fun shows where you can go, oh, I had a good time. Well, Dixon Levy's pretty funny, and but everything else is just. I find it is kind of miserable with this sort of stuff. But what's your perspective on that one, Alva?
Yes, it's all about misery, and if anybody looks like they're having too much fun with each other, then people find a way to bring them down and pull up something about them. Yep.
Yeah. Connor, that's why we use the word banana. It's a good way to sneak through the censorship rules.
For president 2028.
Mic drop.
Yeah, and then people say to me, people go to me, why is Lemmy the co-host?
That's
like, well, A, she can read. B, because she's fucking great.
I'm gonna sound
I'm
real.
tired of it. I'm honestly tired of it. I'm a tender fucking person. I really am.
You're
and
a
I'm in a
sweetheart.
tender
I love
fucking
the-
spot right now. I'm in a vulnerable spot.
Yeah, I love the fact that Lemmy's literally doing the namaste thing with her hands. Like, she's literally physically willing herself to stay calm, but she's getting ready to go Chris Benoit.
Actually, that is a mudra, and it's the seal of wisdom.
Yeah, no.
Obviously, pretty fucking publicly. So to watch somebody spew some such hateful shit needlessly, dude. Get happy. Be happy about something. Be friends with somebody. Stop sucking everybody's dick who you think can get you up a level. Stop that shit. It's so fucking transparent. And I really feel like everybody has been waiting for one person to fucking say this so everybody can say it.
Husey, can you pause it real quick?
Fuck.
Just a question for everybody on this panel, right? Whose penis have you sucked to level up in the Doubleverse? We know Navid is sucked Stuttering John's penis. Liam, you?
I've been sucking Husey's penis to level down in the dab.
Yeah. Well, haven't you been? You've been sucking the government's penis when you fucking use them for all of your food and resources.
You did that joke already. Come on,
it's good though.
You haven't done the penis joke with me yet. You fat slob.
I mean, Roachy mentioned I'm not on MLC anymore. It's because I do shit like this.
That's because Husey doesn't pay you, and then obviously Brennan's fuck it, I'm not paying you. Yeah.
Neither does Clowntown, but it makes Kevin a little
Sorry,
mad.
what the fuck is Clowntown?
It's Clowntown is basically a version of this, only expanded by 6 hours long.
It's something I do once a month as a part of my deal with LA.
The government pays your bills, Roachy, but you don't treat it any nicer because of it. You complain about it.
Oh shit!
Sorry, when am I complaining about the government?
You're always bitching about it. Just shut the fuck up. Let's move on.
Yeah, Roachy, you cunt.
I think Lemmy just made me hard. Jesus Christ!
Oh.
I don't know how to be disingenuous. It's autism. My mother never had me tested. I'm pretty sure she regrets it. My father told me it's not a sin to lie, but like my father told me he hates liars. Do you know what every girl wants? Approval from her father. So and I'm not saying this to be a fucking bitch. I'm saying this because I'm sick of seeing it, dude. Like, you have nothing to fucking stand on when you're talking shit about anyone. You literally sucked dick for meth. Jesus. That shit has Coleman's fuel in it. Gross.
Let's go, girls.
I think
Sorry, that was one of the best. That was one of the best timed ones of those.
Yeah. But the thing about that sort of stuff is, like, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here because I don't know Kim and I don't know the backstory. Has this been stuff that people have been saying about her for a long time, or has she just become the target of the week?
Go on. No, go ahead.
The stuff about Nicholson or the stuff about Michaela and the gun?
No, the stuff about Nicholson, because a lot of this stuff, like it did, like, from what I know, the Kim and Michaela feud literally happened yesterday on Twitter. Then the chat happened to go after her during our show, and then all this stuff came out. Not that I'm like complaining, but it was an interesting incident.
Roachy, I think you can explain when the Kim.
Right, so yeah, this has been going on like for a long time. Usually, this has been bubbling up since. Funny enough, the Aussie guy gave her a platform, and I said this on my stream just now. I think a lot of people are forgetting that the Aussie guy is the reason why Kim Nicholson is a live streamer. He got her on his show to shit talk Keanu Thompson. It's the only reason.
Didn't Tukey also?
Yeah, afterwards, Cardiff Electric went, "Oh, we've got something here. We'll get her on and pretend that that's Waterhead Chad in drag."
I think I saw a little Myron in that. That was fucking awesome.
Wait, so
Lemmi, I wasn't clipping yet. Can you repeat what you just said like 5 minutes ago?
I don't even remember. I'm gonna be
Repeat that
honest,
whole entire
I
rant.
need
Yeah, and by the way, I gotta say, everybody calls me the alcoholic. Electra's fucking blocked in there, or should I say hammered in this?
She's ossified.
Yeah, and there's a one point I'll replay it when we get to it later. She starts asking me about working out right in the middle while Lemmy's in the rant. She should go something like, "How do you work out?" or something like that. But we'll look out for that and other stuff.
Got on a shirt.
So I will say this though, like to just be a little bit kind. Kim, please continue live streaming. It is probably the most entertaining thing I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, I don't think.
I love the screenshots. Is my favorite thing, really.
the screenshots of her sucking dick.
Just the screenshots. Period. There's some great ones.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Okay.
Oh gosh.
By the way, where's the footage from Granny's Vegas trip? Like, I don't want to see it, but if it was filmed, where is it?
Right, so usually, if you remember rightly, I believe the Transformers are holding it ransom for a figure, and I believe Rocco and Milton have already offered that, or at least said that they're willing to pay the Transformers to show that at the next Hackamania event.
Jesus
I
Christ!
mean, can we raise a GoFundMe for that?
Seriously.
Well, also, I'm forgetting this. I think Deadfall actually has said video, and he's the one that's like able to share it out. So, if anything, you have to give Deadfall the money. You know?
That Deadfall's a fucking weirdo. When I met him, we had one conversation. He tried to shake my hand 3 times during the same conversation, and we spoke for about 2 minutes. It's like, what the fuck are you shaking my hand for? So he probably gave me the HIV or whatever they had at that one of those parties. Also, the thing about that sex tape thing with Granny, I don't want to see it, but it's kind of like Scary Movie 6. I knew it was going to be shit, but I went anyway just because I wanted to see how shit it was. Just not literally. Right, Liam? You're muted.
Right.
I was Googling the band The Lost Prophets, and there's a super chat coming up. It's very offensive.
Yeah, it's because they stink or other reasons. I get it. Don't worry.
It's because they're Welsh.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you have ketchup on your Arby sandwiches?
I'm a fucking perv, but not that.
Who am I?
Only one week out of the month. Hey,
I like them spicy. Horseradish bitches.
Oh my god, you motherfuckers!
Jesus, that chat was really flying here. Kim says Michaela went on.
The fuck? Who cares? You are a whore, and I fucked a dude who shit in the cooler. Own it, you stupid bitch! Holy shit! Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
Ain't never.
I just noticed she has the Punisher shirt on too.
We were playing this. We asked this question last night. Would you rather? We'll ask Liam with this one. Would you rather be with the woman who had done a 100-man gangbang, or would you rather be with the woman who had been with Granny for 10 years?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, watching Lemmi go full Florida like that, you put a fucking ring on that finger.
Yeah, I can't wait to go out there. I'm fucking terrified of her. Lemmi needs to have Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme music. Now we're gonna get that drop ready for her.
If you're a whore, own the fact that you're a whore. Shit.
Oh my god! Has she not been here the whole fucking time?
E-Rock comment.
Oh my god!
Speaking of which,
did you see it? Did you see the fucking gun? Did you see the gun? Did anybody see a gun?
Gun
Anybody?
schmuzz. I got guns. Who fucking
Did you have a
cares?
gun?
Yeah, well, KB's asking why did I miss this live? Well, KB, a member up, and we will see you on the next members only stream, which is possibly this Friday. So get your drink, get yourself free, and get yourself a membership. There you go. Good times to be had by all. Real photograph as well.
Sorry, Husey, real quick.
Holy fuck!
Sorry, I arrived late. Is Lemmy still hungover? Is that why she's not here?
No, Lemmy had a seizure a couple of hours ago, and she
shit.
busted her face up. So she
Oh, is
doesn't
that?
want to.
You weren't joking? That's for real?
No, it's for real. She sent me a photograph, and she said she doesn't want me coming on. She doesn't want to come on with her face all swollen because I'll just do my Mick Jagger impression all day. So she basically Lemmy's avoiding me being a hack. So Liam, come on.
The link is in the chat. You don't have to send Kim the link. Nice podcast, stupid. I made that mistake
I
earlier.
sent her the link. Bitch, come on.
Let's
There
go.
we go.
I'm down.
Speaking of which, somebody said E-Rock comment. E-Rock and Liam McEneaney are joining us tomorrow for a Sunday episode. Clearly, E-Rock has also had a seizure. He's not here for some reason. E-Rock's so fat that he had a cheeser. There you go. Little joke.
Only one of us can be on screen at the time.
Yeah, this is the size. They don't have the bandwidth.
Yeah.
Big W, who you talking about, Willis?
The elastic bandwidth. Hit the like button for horrible jokes.
Kim, it's not funny. It's just honest truth. Like, if you are going to talk shit on other streams, come on here right now and address it. That's it.
Yeah, and you can't.
Look at this. Lemmy listing her favorite Kenny Loggins song and her favorite R.E.M. song. There you go. See that? One of my topical references there for modern music. You're welcome.
Can't be like, and she talks shit about me, even though I talk literally shit about every fucking body. If she talks shit about me, guys, feel bad for me. I suck dick for meth. Feel bad for me.
This is why I love.
Yeah, okay. So a couple of weeks ago on Clown Town, what was her name? Daytwa did a impression of Ice Dancer. And she seemed to think that it was making fun of Ice Dancer, but instead it actually ended up being kind of fucking sexy. So, yeah, and then you hear people talking about Lemmy doing that, going, hey, would you bang Lemmy talking like that? I'm telling you, if you didn't know that the Dabbleverse is full of incels, now you know. They wanted to have sex with a retarded woman. They want to now have sex with a prostitute, drug addict. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the dab. Right, Ashley?
Right.
There you go.
And Anthony back in the day.
Wow.
Shit like this.
And why do we know that she sucked dick for meth? Did she tell people
Is it on her
that?
rap sheet? I feel like it's on her rap sheet. I'm not seeing
Oh, I think somebody has the rap sheet.
it. Does somebody have it? Can somebody send it to me?
I mean, sucking dick.
I would read it. I'll read
sucking
it out
dick for
loud.
meth is a
You want to
choice.
judge? You want to be a judgmental fucking bitch? I'll judge you. I'll judge you. And nobody gives a fuck. I'll judge myself harshly, dude. Again, spent 10 years with a fucking awful alcoholic who literally shit in a cooler.
Hang on. Kinky Loco says, did you see Ice Dancer thirst posted on X again? It's pathetic, but why can't you? Like, let her thirst trap. It's clearly working. Like, she's only human. Roachy posts thirst traps all the time.
And fucked the dude in his ass. Well, not fucked the dude. I'm sorry. Swiped his flaccid penis on a man's asshole. I'm sorry. That's so
He
much less gay.
squished his little worm cock into a man's ass.
Just mash.
Meow, meow.
Let's be honest. Having met Granny, what size, legitimately, Roachy, would you say his dick is based on his build?
Well, I didn't meet him like that, Husey. I don't know whether you met him like that, but yeah, I don't know. Honestly, he was short. He looked dirty. I don't know. Like he ain't packing anything major, right?
It can't be. There's no way he has a big dick of any form. I'm sure it smells like that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do you a joke. I'm going to minimize this so we can catch everybody's laughter while I drop this absolute classic. My dick is actually 12 inches long, but while Granny's dick only smells like a foot. Thank you.
I can send you some screenshots via Discord if you want
All
to
right,
read that.
I'm looking. I got it.
She's ready with the files.
The more you talk about how small his dick is, the better I feel about myself.
Again, I'm a fan of tiny penises.
Really? Tiny
Yes, I have a
penises.
shallow.
Dude.
I have a shallow vagina. DJ Electra.
Also, I have a shallow
Tiny
G
pussy.
spot. Yeah,
Do you
like
really?
Word.
yes, like 1 inch, and you're good. You
Ooh,
hit
you
that
lucky.
right
That's a
there.
lucky-
Excuse me?
Boom, boom,
What
boom.
you're saying is
Holy
I'm a happy.
Liam?
Somebody just called my name. My ears are burning.
Wait, you have a shallow G spot as well, Liam?
Oh, sorry. I thought someone was calling for a 1-inch penis.
Ah, nice. Is that not what Bruce Lee used to use the 1 inch? Sorry, never mind.
An inch away, Electra. Got it.
Are you?
Yeah, I mean,
Alexa,
I'm just
are you
saying.
a squirter by any chance? Oh, please.
I don't know if I should say that on here because this is the internet and it never goes away if I say that.
Oh,
All right, hold on.
you
Soliciting
bad.
prostitution, loitering for prostitution, petty larceny. All right, are
shit.
we reading Chad's rap sheet or
Holy
who are we reading?
Oh
Kim
man,
Nicholson?
we're reading.
Hold on, can you pause right here?
Petty
Like I locked in. I got a screenshot of this when we were doing it. Watch Husey from this point on.
Yeah, this was a couple of
just
hours.
bombed the fuck out. It just lost control of the show.
Yeah, because the whole thing, I specifically about these memberships is that I like them to not be Dabbleverse talk.
Right.
But this was me realizing that I had fucked up by changing whatever the conversation was to Dabbleverse, because then it just went off. And I'm realizing, fuck, I can't do the show that I want, but we're stuck talking. Just when I thought I was out. And other great quotes.
That's exactly what you like. Your facial expression conveyed for those last 5 minutes. It's just, you can hear you thinking that.
Yeah.
larceny, burglary with intent to commit felony, forgery, attempted theft, unauthorized sign.
Lemmi has a fucking Chad Zumock sticker on her phone.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, she's in the Z Army.
Yeah, what's weird, Husey, is she's reading a criminal record that's worse than Chad Zumock's. It's surprising, right?
Of a credit card.
Oh my
Who does that sound like? Possess credit card without cardholder's consent, using identification information of another. That's fucking crazy. Solicit lewd, lascivious acts. Possession
That's
of
the blowjobs.
methamphetamines. That's actually kind of base.
Now that's the clip we've got to get her just going, that's the blowjobs. The Greener Wolf Castle, that's the joke.
Husey, I thought you meant Lemmy saying that's kind of based.
I still don't know what that means, though.
Meth is fun at the beginning, but then kind of destroys your life at the end. I couldn't imagine sucking cock or opening my fucking legs for it. That's insane behavior. Insane.
Has everybody on the panel, or has anyone on the panel ever tried meth? We'll start with Ashley on this one.
I did try it when I was a teenager.
Ava?
No.
Roach?
Unfortunately not.
Liam?
That scares the shit out of me. This is kind of where the wheels fall off on this discussion, where she's like, look, I've smoked meth a lot, but I have not sucked a dick for it. That's where I draw the line.
Listen, I may be a criminal drug addict, but I am not gay. So don't you dare sully my name.
Meth addict, not meth whore. Please get it straight.
Don't disrespect me by assuming just because I'll kill for money that I will suck dick for it. I have got class.
I don't want to
I
bag
love
on
that.
Lemmy when she's not here, but that just that I heard that last night. I was like, oh,
All right, Hughes, at the same
Meth.
at the same premise. Then let's go around and say who has actually sucked a dick, because I haven't. Liam,
no, I haven't, unfortunately.
Navid,
Nope.
Yep.
Ashley, Hughesy.
Let's move on to this.
All right.
But you know what I did to buy it? I fucking poured concrete like a human being with self-respect.
Oh my god.
Anywho, possession of methamphetamine.
There's dignity among those meth heads. You see, there's a
I have to
class
say,
system.
I've done construction. I might prefer to suck dick for meth.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd pour concrete.
When you're out there in 90-degree heat, you're fucking moving equipment from one end of the site to the other. You might suck a dick instead.
True. Although, have you ever seen the Jason Statham's The Working Man? I'd like to do that. You know.
Are we talking about Jason Statham's The Working Man now? You ever thrown a bucket of nails in a man's face on the job site?
Whatever it takes to get the job done. Am I right there, everybody?
100%.
Yeah.
Unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia and forgery in the first degree. Who the fuck would trust you?
Hughesy, you
No,
look
it's
like
not.
you've been
I
working
poured
out.
concrete.
Did you hear what she said? You look like you've been working out. I get it. Really here.
Forgery in the first degree. Who the fuck would trust you?
Hughesy,
No,
you look
it's
like
not.
you've been
I
working
poured
out.
concrete for it.
What's that going to do with anything? I have though. But yeah,
Well,
but
Hughesy, in her defense, you did just take a sip of cause, right? So maybe she's checking out your guns, you know?
true. Though I did take some workout footage today and post it on my OnlyFans. Kim Nicholson's my only subscriber though, so there you go.
I would never, ever in my wildest fucking dreams suck dick for any drug.
I've never sucked dick for any payment. I suck dick because I like it. Ugh.
Exactly.
Thank
fucking
you.
Who the
Fucking right.
Hit.
Oh, that's us. Yeah. So that was the Lemmy rant.
What Lemmy did on that episode is just a masterclass, just dismantling of a human being. She was eloquent. She was funny. She was strong. There was physicality to it. She wasn't redundant. She just step by step just took her completely apart. It's one of the greatest dismantlings I've ever seen in the Dabbleverse, and she deserves credit for that. She's a legend.
Yeah, and that's not the first time Lemmy has done that. Like, she, of course, was part of the first big viral, should we say, BYB clip when Lemmy went after, what was her name? Kate Meany.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the anal queen. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was the brilliant thing where Kate Meany goes to Lemmy, your face is ugly and it makes you want to be sick. And then, of course, Lemmy dropped the banger that maybe you'll lose weight in your arms. And it's like, don't fuck with Lemmy. Like, just because people think she's like a stoner dude, she's one of them fancy book learners. She's smart. She can do things. But actually, from your perspective, what did you think of that? Do you think that maybe Kim should respectfully stay out of the Dabbleverse? Do you think that she should maybe lay low, or do you think that Kim should learn to stay here but not insult other people?
Yeah, maybe the latter. Maybe Kim should listen to every word that Lemmy said, is what I would suggest. And I am proud. I agree with everything that Alva said. I think when Lemmy loses it like that, and she's lost it on me before. That's how we met, actually. And it was on BYB, actually. And she said, I'll never forget it. She said, I am here to make you uncomfortable. I am here to trigger you. And I was just like, and I love Lemmy. Like, I'm being Lemmy right now. I'm trying to, I can't do Lemmy justice, but I love her. And to answer your question, I think she should listen to every word that Lemmy said.
Yeah, like the bitch is smart. Roachy, if Kim goes away, you've lost quite a lot of content.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but do you think that, in all seriousness, Kim should maybe take a little step away, or do you think she should tough it out?
No, as Lemmy said in the chat, yeah, just a little bit of humility or humanity, maybe, or self-awareness. Just understand this, right? Don't attack somebody like Michaela for 2-year-old shit. Well, when somebody else like myself brings up your old shit, you claim to be a victim. Just know exactly what's happening. Just be more honest. If she went live and said, "Hey, look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I'm talking about Keanu Thompson, because I can't stand her. I'm jealous of her because she looks better than me and shit like that." Everyone will go, "All right, fine. We know what it's like." You know what I mean? Like, just be honest about shit. You know?
Do you really think it just comes down to jealousy?
On it, that's the only reason. Like, she would do it in my mind, right? I'm like, why else would she do this? She claims that Keanu Thompson's always been attacking her before she ever mentioned her name. And it's like, well, that's not the case. You're just a YouTube chatter. Why would Keanu Thompson waste her time talking about a fucking YouTube chat? Hardly anybody's fucking watching her anyway.
It's a fair point. But Liam, from your perspective, when you see this type of stuff, like this is like a I wouldn't say an intense feud, but that's an intense roasting. Like that's the type of being on the receiving end of that would stick with you for a while.
I mean, look at I mean, one of the reasons why people do these shows in the Dabbleverse is it's a weird phrase to use, but it's a safe space to kind of be a piece of shit a little bit, right? And so, like, people are just talking to each other every show like that. And if you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, I've never been spoken to like that. I can't ever come back or show my face," then it's probably good that you leave, because it's not like a place where people are, you know, like you have a social contract where people are not nice to each other, and like you leave and you understand, like, okay, well, that's what that show is.
And Hughes, I'm glad you brought up that mint diggity chat, right? So you can see it in this way too. If Kim wasn't acting the way she acted, we wouldn't have got that great content, right? So if you step outside of, like, whether somebody's morally correct or wrong, or somebody's, like, you know, got a bit of skin in the game or whatever, if you look at it objectively, you go, thank God she is what she is. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen the best of Lemmi, which is my opinion. That's what Lemmi was.
Plus, it's also a sign that everyone should buy a membership or gift memberships so that they can be part of the next drinking stream, because fuck knows what Lemmy's going to do next.
And hit the like button, for Christ's sake. But here's the thing: I've been on the receiving end of way worse on a show I used to be on called MLC, which I'm no longer welcome on. But it always made me laugh. Like,
go suck a dick,
dude. When he starts yelling at me, it's the funniest goddamn thing on earth. I never mind when people get going.
Well, we are going to get more on MLC in a minute, but first we're going to catch up on a few of these. We're going to group a couple of these drops together because there's a bunch of them to catch up on. But oh no, we read that one. Pretty antisocial. Thanks for being a member for 2 months. Ashley's shirt is fire. Hit the like button. Ashley, what does your shirt say?
Don't do me dirt. And this is from prettyantisocial.com.
Of course, the grifting and the shilling, it's all a conspiracy.
Well, I wish I had a Lemmy shirt. I know Lemmy's making shirts.
Well, funny you say that, and this is an unplanned shilling. So if you go to Lemmy's link, it's the link in the pinned comments, and also the first line of the description box. You can buy shirts like this here. Look at this. A leveling up in the dab shirt. Where it's actually, he's not only, so the guy on the merch is also wearing more merch. Look at that. Wearing a QG hat and a thanks for the 2 fucking hoodie, while he's literally leveling up in the dab. And I don't know if she spelled leveling right, to be honest.
Well, Hughesy, seeing we're doing plugs, if everybody goes to walmart.com, you too can buy a shirt like Liam's wearing.
Yeah, but it's two L's for little Lemmy, so it does make sense. She did it right. Another win for Lemmy.
I'm muted. That's why. Wait, say that again so I can really give you the silence it deserves. Is that final boss on your actual T-shirt that you stole from him?
It may be Lemmy designed it, but if it was him, it should have a shitty mullet at the back. There you go. Got him. And also Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid. Thanks for being a member for 2 months.
Wait, Hughesy, we got to get sunglasses on or something?
Oh, fuck yeah. Well, we'll keep them on, sunglasses on for the rest of the chat, for the rest of these chats, so that people will know that we're cool. Mersh, where is he? Thanks for the toe. He goes, I hated Kim before it was cool. And yeah, well, that's the one thing I will say about Mersh is he fucking hates everybody anyway. So really, at the end of the day, he is right. He was generally there first when he started calling all of us dicks. So
I got to call this out. No. Mersh only started hating Kim once Ice Dancer told him that Me and the Fruit was talking about Kim Nicholson.
Well, speaking of the fruit, he is here in the chat. Echo, thanks for the toe pans. Yeah, and he says, Roachy, check your Venmo. Hi, Hughesy, Ava, Ashley, PDF.
Ash, can you clap your hands?
Yeah.
We're
Also,
getting paid right now.
Also, I'd like to say, hit the look button. I just randomly put that out there. Connor, thanks for being a member for 3 months. He says, Gino emotionally abuses women.
Allegedly.
I don't know about that. Maybe just hygienically abuses women. Got him. I don't know. Kiki seems pretty fucking happy with that swine, Gino. So we'll see what we can do. But Connor, thank you for your membership. Oh, and Connor also sent me a super chat. He says, here we go. Connor, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for the 5. Bangers. Liam, it is impressive how condescending and stupid you are.
Yeah, you don't get this way by accident. It takes a lot of work, Connor. It's good to see you. Good to see you putting that work in the chat.
Excellent. It's also good to see Connor gifting memberships. You know, let's get some grifty going on so that I can get back on the piss on Friday or Saturday or both. I have a problem and I could relapse at any minute. Let's be honest. Moon Cricket. Thanks for the 5. Liam, when will your passion project documentary on the greatness?
This is why I had to Google this because like, what the fuck?
Massive Shuley fans, I understand, right, Hughesy?
Yeah,
massive Shuley fans. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Roachy. I guess you could say anyone who invested in the lost profits lost all their profits.
Hey.
Liam, when will your passion project documentary on the greatness of the band Lost Profits be available? Nambla has set up a Patreon for early release.
I will never work with the Welsh. How dare you?
Yeah, what about that Raquel Welsh? She's a hot chick. Am I right, guys? Topical reference. Yeah, hey, Raquel Welch got a big hairy gun. I gotta tell you.
No respect.
Yeah. No pubic hair. Terry Nee, thanks for the toll. Ray DeVito is a god. Yeah, you know what, Terry? I like that joke, but imagine how funny that would have been if that was with the yellow or red donation somewhere in that group. Like, that would have brought the house down. Even the thought of it is making Ashley laugh. So I'm just saying, a yellow to red boy talking about Ray DeVito, that's comedy. And I should know because I know Tom Myers. Hipstar, let's see, thanks for 5. Lemmy better get a percentage of this. Stop stealing from her. Also, I'll give you more money to ban the Nate Show from here. P.S. You're a thief, Lucy. Lemmy does get paid and has been getting paid for about a couple of months now. So on to the next complaint, please, Hipstar. I'm sure it will be hilarious and we will all laugh our cunts off. No offense. Ooh, Grifty worked. I mean, thank you for the support. Kimberly, thank you for the 5 gifted.
Oh, leveling up in the town.
And then also Crop, look at this. Thanks for the 5 gifted.
Oh, leveling up in the town.
How could you not want to be that guy? I asked him earlier on about the James Bond game, and he laughed me off as if he was too cool for James Bond. Like, okay, cunt.
GoldenEye?
No, the silly goose. The First Light, the game, you silly idiot. Got him. Daniel Puddin. Thanks for being a member for 2 months. Thanks for the 2 months. Carl's Club Feet. Thanks for the toe. Hang on. I know everybody wants their quack. Hope Liam's gout went away. Liam, any update on gout?
I don't have gout.
Yeah.
Ray DeVito has gout. He's a golden god. Talk to Ray.
Yeah, Ray cured me through mine, yet he keeps catching it. Like, how the fuck do you not learn from your own advice? And B. Greg, thank you for being a YouTube member for 3 months. Thank you, B.R. Greg. And also don't forget, people, that if you do become a YouTube member this Friday, we are back drinking. I wish I had nails like Lemmy's. We will be back drinking, saying all kinds of shit, funny stuff, and we will then, of course, cover the fallout from that chaos on future episodes, barring Lemmy having seizures, which I told her to only have your seizures when I'm not recording. To sum it up, Lemmy not only has seizures, but she overdosed on selfishness. I'm the real victim here. How dare she? Let me give some memberships and maybe I'll calm down. So, of course, Liam mentioned MLC yesterday, and the great Anthony Cumia went on, the Ant-Man, and Chad Zumock was there. Who, of course, they clashed. Who else was on there? Was it Scarlett Hampton and Kevin Brennan, of course, was there, saying all kinds of interesting, hilarious shit. Speaking of which,
hey, you should like and subscribe.
Well, it's usually you're missing out. There was somebody else on that stream too, right?
Who's that?
Some boring guy called Panhandler.
Oh, he's got a lovely frown. I do like his frown. But the thing that I'm going to say with that, so Chad went on and they had this ridiculous debate. Chad, of course, has been trying to promote his upcoming special taping, all this stuff. And they get into this really silly debate over who's doing better in life. Or should I say Chad started this silly debate. Cumia was just on there busting beans. But before we get into that, Liam, as a person who's a stand-up and has literally recorded their own special quite recently, what do you think about Chad's GoFundMe? Well, now it's gone up to 11 grand that he's trying to raise. I've heard from Earl Skakel where he said he doesn't know how you could do it below 30. But for your perspective, Liam, what's your thoughts on the status of Chad living my dream?
I mean, honestly, I think 11 grand is enough money to film a special. You know, you don't like I did one of those. I produced one of those 15 years ago, back when everything was more expensive, and absolutely, you could get like 3 or 4 4K cameras. You know, especially down in Florida where people are always looking for work. Get like a bunch of qualified people to work on it for not that much money. I mean, I don't want to go into it because it's very boring, but I think even for $8,000, it's an achievable thing. Maybe to get it edited and get the sound right, you're gonna have to raise more money, but that's very doable also. I'm just worried because Chad, I mean, there's just so many things you don't think of until you've done one of these for the first time. Like, for instance, Chad's going to be basically running his own production company, which means the IRS is going to be very interested in who he pays and how much. I don't think Chad is like putting away money for the IRS, in terms of like, paying out people's Social Security, stuff like that. Like once all his employees start filing their taxes in April, the IRS is going to be up his ass about, paying a bunch of shit that you don't know you have to pay until until they come calling, shit like that. Like he should be working out of an LLC, which is a limited liability. I know this is very dull, but if he was working out of an LLC and running all of his money through a business bank account, he would be protecting himself in the long term. But he's not doing that. He's running it out of his personal bank account. He's going to get fucked by the IRS.
Right. See the fact that you just said that. If Chad happens to see this, this is clipped. He's now going to raise the GoFundMe to like $150,000.
I mean, you should be anyway. You want more money. Like the more money you spend, the better your special is going to be.
Yeah, I was getting ready to film the GoFundMe tomorrow, and I had everything ready to go, great jokes and hot chicks in the seats, but the fucking IRS is after me, man. They tried to steal my bike, so I need $4 million.
I mean, I'm the guy he knows who's successfully done this, so he's never asked me for advice or in any way how to do it.
Yeah, well, he did ask world famous director Rocco,
right,
who's directed such things as Turkey Soup and Jurassic Park Dominion or whatever the fuck it was called.
And Rocco's reaction is, "Why do you need a director?" Which is a big red flag when you're running a production.
I don't think you can call him that. But I get a question sort of about that, and this is sort of for Ava, because you were on BYB with Cumia, and I think you would agree, Ava, that Anthony's not like he will disagree, but he's not like an argumentative, like, let's go, let's fucking fight. Like, he will discuss a difference of opinion with people. When Chad was on with MLC and he was arguing with the Ant-Man, how much of that do you think is performative? Like, do you think Chad was doing this simply knowing that this was going to get people talking and more grifty attention for his GoFundMe?
There's two ways, I think, to look at it. One is the whole shame piggy thing that I will say about Chad, in the sense that maybe that he knows that going up against Cumia will be an opportunity for him to embarrass himself, and maybe that's how he gets off. And there's that part of it. But outside of that, what was the other choice?
I wasn't listening, sorry.
I wasn't either. I bored myself.
No, for me, it was like I felt that part of it came across as fake because
no. He has a problem with him, but he's dug himself in a hole, and he's just not smart enough to get out of it. Like he doesn't even know how to argue with Cumia on terms that he could win on. Like he wants to argue with him about being a loser and not being successful, and it's just you can't do that if you're Chad, because Chad is the biggest loser and the least successful of the two.
And also, Anthony is provably successful at what he's done. Like you can't take that away from him.
Yeah. Even if Chad was wrong about Anthony making 6 figures, let's say he made 5 figures, even 4 figures, he's doing better than Chad. So that's not the right terrain to go after Cumia with.
Yeah, and the thing about Chad is he was doing this really dumb thing where Anthony was talking about, I've got the radio show and I'm getting paid for it, all this stuff, and Chad starts going, show it to us, show us the proof that you're getting all this money, and it's like, how is he going to do that?
Show us the contract.
Yeah, it's also a big risk, because if Anthony wanted to, he could just show it. Chad has no basis know how much Anthony makes. So it's a huge risk to take in that moment. But he's an idiot.
Yeah, and the dumbest fucking thing is Chad's going to show us proof that you had money from this career, while Anthony Cumia is in his office in his house in South Carolina.
I mean, I grew up in a neighborhood where like maybe 1 in 10 cars had a Whip 'em Out Wednesday bumper sticker. The Opie and Anthony was a huge show. You can't deny that he's like made money in that field.
Well, two things I got to correct you guys on. One, Chad actually wrote down so us the contract, not show. And also,
he did misspell that. That's good. Good point.
And Liam, did you indeed whip him out on a Wednesday?
Oddly, the dudes in those cars did not want me to whip them out. It's not what they were looking for.
Roachy, that thing you brought up, I don't know if y'all know about this, if y'all caught it. There's a moment where he's just whining like a baby because he's like, let me talk, and then he just overdoes that. So he starts writing things on the paper, and he misspells show. There's a part of me that feels like he deliberately did that to be embarrassed, because that otherwise, like, I mean, God, what a failure.
If you look at his face as well, he looked like he was getting off on it, which is strange, because then at that point you go, is there like a humiliation, like fetish?
Shame pig. That's what I mean by shame piggy.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by shame piggy.
It's weird, but then again, there is moments where you, like, I think Quad's done this with the bike thing with Chad. Catch him in a lie, and Chad will continue lying about it. I think he's still continuing lying about the bike right now. Also, nobody's picking up on this. Chad claims that his bike's been restolen, and while he's telling that to Brennan, he says, and I quote, and they tried to break into the apartment.
Yeah.
Wait, which one is it, Chad? They stole your bike, or they were trying to burgle you? There's two different things there. Brennan.
Yeah.
Why do we even have to know about that? Like, why does he always bring in new details about how he's the victim of these types of things, and then on top of that, he's lying about it?
I have a
like
theory.
who like sorry, Husey, like if you ever get something stolen, Husey, are you for like I'm gonna talk about how my bike was stolen on the show?
But I think I have a theory that Chad mentioned about getting a new bike because he's been taking money out of the GoFundMe. and he's like, I got the coolest bike in the store. I'm like the dopest guy ever, and I got all these cool CDs on the back of it too. I think that Chad is now living his teenage fantasy, where he wanted to be a paid professional comedian since the 2000s. So now he's mentally reverted back to that. Like, he dresses like he's a roadie for Limp Bizkit, and
he's got a problem because the clock is ticking, and his mind is incapable of not somehow doing something corrupt with that money. So he needs to go ahead and film it, and he fucked himself because he hasn't written the act yet. So it's gonna be a problem.
That's the other thing, Liam. So Chad initially raised a certain amount of money for a GoFundMe, which he has bumped up twice, and he has also confirmed that he doesn't actually have an act planned for it. So somebody could come to him tomorrow and say, "Here's $100,000 to do your special." Like, I don't have jokes. So I think he's unbelievably ill prepared.
I don't agree with that at all. I mean, he's talking about how like he's out there running his act every night. You know, so he's got something ready to film in whenever he's going to film it. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think that Chad understands that like Schwarzen's put money into this. Florentine's put money into this. Even to some degree, I have put money into this. And I'm not saying I'm on the level of like even Schwarzen or Florentine, but I'm saying like comedians who know him and who have a voice in the profession have put money into the special. It has to be something. Like, I think that's why you're seeing such panic movement on his part, where it's like he put Godfrey's name into this very early on. He has to produce something, or else it's going to reflect badly on Godfrey.
Or else he'll be embarrassed more than he ever has, which would be the biggest like orgasm for him as a shame piggy.
Well, that's the other thing that Chad does, right? He got caught out on everybody's on the agreement that he faked being Swartzen donating, right? That's the correct one, is it? Or the black geezer? Yeah,
Godfrey.
on his own GoFundMe. Yeah, Godfrey. Yeah, but then he creates another lie, or does something again even more idiotic that people forget that original thing. And again, that was only what 2 weeks ago now.
And I don't know if y'all saw the BYB where Anthony came on, but like he came on because I was trying to go to bat for Chad, kind of picking up on some of the things you were saying, Liam. But to Anthony's credit, like he convinced me. It was like, no, Chad's gonna blow this all apart. It's gonna be a mess. And there's something about him where I thought it was like he could pull this off somehow, but Anthony convinced me otherwise, and I don't like saying that.
I think he's going to pull it off. I really do. I think, whether or not he spends the full 11,000 that he's raised on the special is an interesting question. But I do think he's going to produce something. I think if he was playing it smart, the first thing he would do after recording is get a sound mix, get it to Sirius XM, start making money off of that as soon as possible, and then put that back into like doing post-production on a special. That's what I would do if I were producing it.
He's not capable of that. You don't think it's possible for him to shoot that special for like $3,000? You know, just get like 3 like Sony A series like mirrorless cameras, and then get a direct feed and a condenser into the crowd, and boom.
Listen, I trained on Sony FX6s, which are very basic video cameras, and you can rent those very cheap. Mm-hmm. Those are on Netflix's like list of approved cameras.
They are
for their productions, right? And that's like so cheap to rent. You could make a really the trick is to get like then you slap good Canon lenses on them.
Couple lenses,
like a cinematic fucking special.
Absolutely,
yeah. You could do that for. I mean, here's the thing: the filming. If you get like a decent sound guy, like I pay sound guys for the stuff I produce. I never pay more than $300, and I'm like a very generous producer that way. Mm-hmm. Like you could pay a decent sound guy for the day for no more than $500. You could pay a bunch of good cameramen down in Florida. You could probably even get a good like a handheld guy or genuine what do you call that, Steadicam guy for $500. Like all these guys are so desperate for work right now. It's a great time to really exploit production people.
I will say, Chad, if you're listening, I have all of that equipment, all of those cameras, all the audio, and a couple of friends. I'll do it for $800 if you let me direct it.
And I mean, honestly, post production, you could get Adobe Premiere for $60 a month.
I'll edit it too.
Adobe Premiere has a thing where you can do multicam editing, live. You could do that if. In a very short amount of time. It's a very achievable thing for $10,000.
But I get a question.
If you know what you're doing. That's the problem.
I get a question then for Ashley. Like, considering that you live out there in La La Land, I think that has he not come to you asking about you with contacts about potential help for this? Plus, has he ever hit on you in your DMs, talked about blowjobs and stuff?
No and no. I was going to say the things that Liam said. I'm just wondering if Liam's thinking about, like, yes, there are a lot of people because of the way that the industry is changing in LA that need jobs and will work and do things for very cheap. I don't know if he's planning to film it here or not. So I don't know if Liam was talking about an LA special or somewhere else. Like most people are not filming here anymore. It's just too expensive.
He's not going to do it in LA. There's no way.
I'm assuming he's going to do it at like someplace like Side Splitters or Boca Black Box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, the other thing is like, you don't have to pay. People are talking about like venues are so expensive. I filmed a concert film at the Bell House, which is it's a good place. It's a very well-regarded comedy place in Brooklyn. And I just was like, you guys can keep the cover and, you can keep the door and the bar. And just let us film for free, and they totally let us do it.
Yep.
So it's not like crazy to say he can get a venue for free. Also,
he has to be competent on some level to have gotten to positions in his life where he's on Norm Macdonald's Gotham special. There, he has to have some sense of like how to do something, right?
Nope.
I got to be honest with you. I was watching him on MLC talking about it, and I was like, Chad sounds like he's a little out of his depth. So I emailed him. I was like, hey, this is a friend of ours who runs a production company. He did my special, did Patton Oswalt's special. I know you know him. You might want to ask him how to do it.
Wait, doesn't Chad have an issue with that guy you just named, Patton Oswalt? Yeah.
Well, the thing is, he
He needs to get over it if he does.
He immediately gave our friend's full name on MLC as he was reading it out. I was like, oh, don't do that.
Yeah. I know Jay Moore.
But I will say this: I've said this since day one. I do think that Chad is funny. I do think if he does a special, it will be good. But I do think it will be out of style and really hacky because Chad's in his 50s, and his idea of cool is 30 years ago. So like he needs to get somebody young to edit this shit or produce this stuff. Like if it's one of us, it's going to be like some stupid techno dance crap. I already know Chad's not going to be happy with it. I already know he's like, oh, the fucking editors fucked me over. I need to do another special. It's like, okay. So
he needs to get. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I also think that him saying, see, the problem with Chad is when he argues, he lies. Like he goes to Cumia, he says, "You're cheating on Dixie or whatever his girlfriend's called." He said, "You're cheating on her. Everybody knows." Just like nobody knows that. Nobody's saying Cumia's cheating on her. If he did, he would have been caught out months ago, maybe years ago. Ava?
I don't know if that's true. Like, he's gotten away with a lot that I've watched people discover this year. But yeah, I've never heard of him cheating. Chad keeps saying it. I don't believe Chad. He's never going to be the only source on anything for me. So
I'm more surprised that. Right, so everybody knows that Chad sees Brennan as like his father figure. Brennan has connections, right? Still to this day in the comedy sphere. Why hasn't Brennan just said to him, keep your mouth shut? I will connect you with people that can help you shoot your special and shit. Like Liam said, Liam reached out to him and Chad just blurted out that guy's name immediately. Why? Because Chad can't help but tell every aspect of his fucking life.
I have a sense that he has, like, KB will occasionally say, hey, don't you remember we talked about this? There's one time where he's like, don't you remember I told you, you didn't be nice to Cumia because he'll get you viewers. And like, I think he says that, but Chad doesn't. I think it just doesn't stick.
Yeah. It's bizarre. Cool.
But what do you think about the fact that Chad put out some blog post today, or it was on his X or his Threads or whatever, now claiming that he was set up by Brennan, that it was a pile-on? It's like, well, it wasn't really. You came on to an Anthony Cumia appearance and tried to argue with him, and you were saying really stupid shit. And breaking news, Anthony Cumia is someone that people like from Kevin Brennan's generation really look up to and admire. And Cumia, I gotta be that guy. He brings in the numbers, all that type of stuff. Brennan would easily ditch Chad Zumock right now and never speak to him again if Cumia agreed to do the show 2-3 times a week.
I don't think KB's even subtle about conveying that whenever they're on the screen together. He just throws Chad into the bus immediately.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Chad. He needs to stop turning on against people just because of some mild criticism. He's being fucking stupid. And this will, like, who the fuck's gonna buy or pay for the special? Every one of his fans he blocks or he falls out with.
Mm-hmm.
I've got.
I was just going to say, you're forgetting that Kevin makes a lot of money from having Chad on and just letting him go, right? Like if Kevin like seriously sits Chad down and helps him out and helps him do it the right way and keeps him off screen when he's gonna have a bad time with Anthony, Kevin's not going to make money. So there's that to consider also.
Mint Diggity says it didn't Melton milk his suckers for money and never made a special. that's how it's done. I've heard that. Has Melton addressed this, or is he still? It's still in the planning stages.
No, Melton's addressed this. This is like before he was in the Doubleverse, I believe. He like do a GoFundMe to go to Edinburgh Festival, the Fringe or whatever. Recorded, according to Melton, recorded said special. Just didn't like the way it was and never released it. So that's the issue with with that. Chad could, and he's right, just never fucking release it, right?
Yeah.
And claim that he's filmed it or, whatever. Because that's the other thing too. You just got to take Melton's word for it that he actually filmed comedy there,
I think there's a consensus that Chad will put something out. It's just a matter of how much he attempts to pocket and gets caught and potentially arrested for.
Good point. But here's a good point by BMC30, who's a member. Chad is part of Kevin's whack pack. Here's a question. We'll start with you on this one, Roachy. Do you think that Brennan sees Chad as a co-host or as a whack packer? And do you think Chad is aware?
It's partly whack packer, but there's something else going on there. I generally think Brennan might be off the mindset, and I'm making this assumption that keep your enemies closer. So you know what they're doing. Because bear in mind, didn't Chad claim that he was going to do something to Brennan's kids?
Yeah.
On a Christmas, on Twitter, which is kind of weird. And for years now, we're like, why is Brennan put up with what Chad's doing? And I think it's partly out of fear, as well as knowing that if he can actually milk said cow, if you will, like you said, wet packer, you might as well get money out of the guy rather than having to pay money out to get a restraining order, for example.
But one thing I gotta say, noticed about Brennan. So apparently he went to recording to 3 a.m. last night, but doesn't he not do his streams from his bedroom? So where was his wife?
Right, well, so that's the thing. Brennan's got 2 apartments, right?
Oh.
Yeah. There's the nesting home. Yeah. This is going back, was it 2018, 2017? Brennan did a podcast. I forget whose podcast it was, just audio only. And Quad covered this on BYB, where his wife was on the show. And she said that they had a nesting place. So it's like his wife lives in another apartment and he lives on his own.
I don't know why she wouldn't want to be around this delight of a person.
Go suck a dick!
Huh?
Well, before we go on this, we got a few more chats to catch up on. NJ Grifter. That's a roasting. Thanks for the 5. Chad's problem with Cumia. Chad's problem with Cumia that he doesn't like him a month ago. Ant's many allegations were just Reddit BS when Chad and Con were ball washing him. Well, let's be honest there, NJ Grifter, is that a lot of the shit about Cumia is accusations that have never been proven true. Like all these people, I always say it, if you have any sort of proof that Cumia is guilty of the shit that people have said about him, call the police right now. And
That's
give
such a cop out. That's a cop out.
That's a good Bruce Willis film, by the way. I'm really joking, it's shite. But I don't think it's a cop out. If you have evidence that someone is allegedly a PDF, I think the police would arrest them like fucking that. And then, so I say.
So what are the mechanics of that? So someone like me pointed out the self-cutting girl thing. He talks about it on the air with Opie and Anthony, and the person that was catfishing him admitted it and came out with it and demonstrated that he tried to get them in a hotel room and that he offered to buy an iPad or a laptop. So what are the mechanics? I go to the police like me and start playing Opie and Anthony broadcast to get him arrested in order to prove it's true. That's just bullshit.
That's exactly what I would do. I'd say, hey, cops. Let me play you a bit. I would do. I think that the other thing I'm also going to say, I know that the people around Cumia know that it's bullshit because, respectfully, his show is not like a mega big giant podcast. So going on Cumia's show isn't going to be like, I'm going to sell out Madison Square Garden now, thanks to the Cumia rub. I think
but
people
that
around
network,
him
the person that runs that network, Gavin, is a guy that when the Epstein thing started coming out, he was messaging on interviews that, like, well, what we should stop talking about men, that are going out with 15, 16, 17-year-olds. So there's no mechanism there. It's not like these are like outstanding people that are worried about any financials. It's like, no, he's in a place where no one's gonna fucking give him shit for it because the guy running the company is arguing that it's okay publicly.
Yeah, but he's also
and the radio station that he works for is backing a president who's all over the Epstein files. There's no, so if you're gonna talk about it on that level, like there's no workplace he's involved with where anyone would give him shit about that. They're running cover for other people doing it.
But Trump only went to the Epstein Island because he wanted to meet Chris Tucker. Everybody knows that. But the thing is that I'm going to say about because it was just announced yesterday by Cumia that there is going to be now a permanent or a full-time Jim Norton and Anthony Cumia show coming out. And they'll probably want me to be the third mic on that show. I'm notoriously funny. Everybody knows it. So
wait, you're going to be Opie?
Yes, they need a Hughes. So it's going to be Cumia, Norton, and Hughes together. We're going to have a great time. Yeah, it's going to be me, Nicky Norton, and Joe Cumia. We're all going to do a show together. And the marketing will be fantabulous.
Shut the fuck up. Is Gino allowed on here? Or this?
What?
Sorry, I have
are you
the chat
asking
open.
to bring Gino on?
If it's okay with you, Z.
We'll get to him in a minute. Brody
Okay.
Hooper, thanks for the toll. What happened to Ash and DJ Electra's friendship?
We didn't have a friendship. I met her one time. So there's that quick answer.
Gino's actually on the way to Rodney's. They're doing a stand-up show tonight. So if you're in New York, head down to Rodney's and bring a couple of cold ones. Also, take a photograph of Gino's arse. I want to see if he has a big fat arse. But you and Alexis socialized a few times though, actually, didn't you?
We went to the Comedy Store once. So I met her one time. We went to the Comedy Store. And yes, we did, I guess, socialize. But that's the past.
Was she in the room when you had sex with Earl Skakel?
Yes.
Nice. So what happened to that photograph you had together? Did she ask you to take it down?
No, she's the one that kept putting it up. That's why when Roachy yesterday was like, you're asking her not to be what she is, I was like, she's posted that picture so many times. Do I have it? No, I feel like she's posted it a lot. I don't think I took it down. I don't know. Roachy, you have it?
I don't know. I don't know what picture you're making.
I feel like you do. The picture when we went to the Comedy Store.
Yeah, if you send it to me, I probably got it somewhere.
Do you want me to send it?
Okay, I don't know. So fuck off.
Big W, thanks for the 5. Chad's bike was stolen and he kept saying, I know you are, but what am I? He goes to the movies by himself as well. Now, excuse me, Big W, I'm going to see The Odyssey by myself tomorrow because Zendaya's in it, and I'm going to enjoy
I
the
love
film.
Zendaya.
Yeah,
I'm seeing Odyssey alone.
Yeah, I go to the cinema alone all the time.
Yeah,
I went to see
what's wrong with
Barbie
that?
alone. It's great. But yeah, that's it. I'm telling you, that bike getting stolen just as Chad has access to $11,000. Very convenient.
But here's the question. I've been hearing this, right? So my question is, if he was gonna take that money and buy a new bike, why would he announce it? Like he would just buy a new bike and never
Because he's
talk
ashamed.
about it on stream.
Because he's a shame pig and he wants to get caught.
Yeah, he did mention on that blog thing that he wrote that this new bike cost him. It cost me $1,000. So there's 1,000 gone from the total. So there you go.
That move last
made
night too, where he threw his Shure SM7 and broke it, and then didn't hesitate at the end to say, if you guys want to donate to the GoFundMe, I need to get a new microphone now. When he mysteriously suddenly his mic wasn't working during the moment he was getting his ass handed to him last night.
Yeah, typical liar. Shuli Mirov, thank for the 5. Chad's special is written. Is it good, about as good as a Granny versus Husey fight? I would never fight Granny because I wouldn't get shit on my knuckles. Roy Chosen Jr., thanks for the 5. Chad do what he will all. Chad will do what he has always done. There will be no special. He will not refund the money, and there will be content for years. What do you think about that potential, Ashley? You dirty hoe.
I don't know much. Thank you for the compliment. Hit the like button. I don't know much about Chad's past and not following through with stuff because I kind of know him in a different way. I hope he does a special, but it sounds like he has a history and a pattern of taking. I know about what was it, Deadpool thing when he didn't refund. Are you laughing at me, Roachy? Shut up. I know about the Deadpool thing and he never refunded Doodle or something. I keep hearing about that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, has he ever done a special ever? I don't even know that. I've never heard his stand-up.
He did one for a company called Dry Bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I never watched it.
Blowouts?
Yeah, no, but the bar was definitely dry when he was done with it. The fucking alcoholic. But yeah, so apparently his previous special wasn't very good, and he had no control over it. So I think he disowned it. I think I never saw it.
I mean, Dry Bar is just a low budget content mill. So like you fly out to Utah, you do your set, and then they do whatever, and then they put it up on YouTube and they put it up on their digital streaming channel. So it's, it is what it is. I don't know a lot of people who love their Dry Bar specials.
I mean, the only dry bars I see in LA, Liam, are where you go get your hair like blown out.
Well, it's called Dry Bar because they're Mormon, and so everything's clean, and they don't serve alcohol in the theater. And
Mike Hunt smells.
I mean, Ray DeVito is very happy with his special, and that'll just tell you.
Did he do it at Dry Bar?
What's that?
Did Ray DeVito do his at Dry Bar?
Yes.
So I guess not having the alcohol part because you're a stand-up comedian, right? It's no 2-drink minimum, obviously. So it's a cheaper way to do it anyway.
Yeah, and like when the audience can't have booze, they're a little tighter. It's just tougher to do that kind of show.
Yeah, no, the only booze in that room was when Chad Zumock walked on stage.
Yeah.
There you go. Kinky Loco, thanks for the toe. Ava, who is your favorite member of the Beef Tips crew?
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Someone just literally wrote "Eat my shit," Liam, in the chat. They're not even trying to be clever at this point.
Liam, did
Sorry,
you
Ava,
Oh shit! Ava, who's your favorite?
Likes that. I think you can't single them all out because they're all equally reprehensible and embarrassing and embarrassed themselves since they've started. I maybe Beef Drippin' is Beef the one that with the stress of the show and made him become this drug addict, and then he had to get counseled by the Freddie Mercury homo looking douchebag, and then the one that went on Carl's show. Maybe him because he's just publicly embarrassed himself with the platform he was given. Yeah,
that's Beef Tips, I believe, right? Yeah, I thought you were going to say the Carl's Frosted Tips guy because he has the mustache that you prefer.
Yes, but there's a baseline of just embarrassment, failure, just banality there. But I wasn't going to give it to him because Beef Drippins had the opportunity to go on the show and try to suck Julie's dick, and then they were making fun of him because he ruined the raid. Then he went on Carl's show. His audio wasn't working. Then he had a behind the music moment because he started the stress of the show. He became an addict. And it was all just this drama line about this horrible show with just chatters that should never be on a camera. So I'll give it to the Beef tips.
Beef tips. Yeah. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Imagine being such a super fan of somebody that you like try and copy them to the point when they join somebody else's stream, they just start shit talking you immediately. That has to be the most embarrassing thing in the world. That's why I don't do BYB anymore.
BYB's a great show. I love BYB.
My favorite member of Beef Tips has to be Rick. I like his beard. I like his hats. But I also like the English guy. What do they call the English guy again?
Greg. He's got a Pakistani wife. You know that?
Yeah, I like Greg.
Really?
Because he always starts off. He's like, "Mate, I don't know what's fucking going on here anymore." Like every show, every episode, he doesn't know what's going on. Who is this? Why would anybody care about this fucking show? I bought something this week. It was great, and it's like, okay, all right.
Every episode starts like that. Look what I bought this week. It's fucking wild. Yeah.
I was at the shop earlier on, and I was buying this here thing. Isn't it great? It's fucking. I love the show. I'm gonna watch it later on tonight in naked bed. I think that's what we call it, right, Liam?
I gotta be honest, man. That's one of those shows like Dirty Jersey Rat clips, and I can't get through the clip. I just can't.
It's horrible. It's a terrible show. But their show does serve a purpose for any new people coming and streaming. Because there's a time where I was sensitive and you never know who's behind these names. And then their show shows you who these chatters are and just how talentless and just horrible and reprehensible and just how much of a mess they are in every aspect of life. So I hope they keep doing their show. And it doesn't hurt that they're Shuli fans, and it's embarrassing for the TSN network that these are the guys.
Moon Cricket, thanks for the toll. I filmed my GF and I doing it in college. Hire me, Chad. You know, when WWE first started producing films, they actually did hire softcore porno directors because they would be willing to work for so much cheaper. And also, Vince McMahon wanted to meet the ladies. We don't have a drop for sevens, but we'll I've got one planned here. Hoodoo 04, or thanks for the 8. Roachy looks like he Roachy looks like he broadcasts from the back rooms.
Wouldn't it be funny if I did that and my hand went through the wall?
That would be funny. I also think that Roachy could come up with a better ending than Backrooms had. The ending of that film was piss. And Sparkling Wiggles, thanks for the goal. Is this the most annoying guest show? Naveed wins.
Good one. Nailed it.
I don't know. To be fair, I think Liam's probably been worse than Naveed today.
Thank you, Roachy. I was hoping you could at least clear that part up.
There you go. But just one more Chad thing before we wrap up, because it's very late here and I'm very thirsty. So it leaked out the other day that, or I should say, Chad leaked it out that he is going to be in Grown Ups 3. Now, we gotta be honest. Grown Ups 1 is shit, but it's very watchable because it's Adam Sandler. Grown Ups 2 is shit, but it's very watchable because it's Adam Sandler. And Adam Sandler has increasingly made more and more shit since he's been on Netflix. But at the same time, it's still Adam Sandler. So you gotta be impressed. So there's people making fun of Chad for being in Grown Ups 3. I personally am going to watch it anyway. I know it's going to be shit. I watched Happy Gilmore 2. It was like catching up with a school friend and saying, oh, so how have you been since I seen you at school? And they go, oh, well, I'm a vegan now. And I was in prison for being a pedophile. But I'm a vegan. And you go, wait a minute, you're a what? You know, so I was not happy with Happy Gilmore 2. That being said, Grown Ups 3, I'm ready for it. Liam, you're obviously the next Spielberg, which means you're an old man. What do you think about Chad's Grown Ups 3 role? Are you excited for him? And what do you think about people making fun of him for being in it?
I think people in the Dabbleverse make fun of anyone who has anything good happen for them. I think Grown Ups 3 is a great fucking thing to happen for Chad. If he can get into that, like, you know, circuit of people who are always in Adam Sandler movies, he'll make more money and he'll have more people come out and see his shows. I mean, it's just a matter of, like, will Chad self-destruct on set and do something that makes everything difficult, or say something on, you know, a stream that comes back to the Happy Madison production company and fucks it up for him.
Yeah. But the thing that I'm interested in is that is Chad going to become kind of Republican now? Because Adam Sanders openly Republican. What do you call that guy? Alan Covert, the producer. He was a fucking Trump nut recently. So I don't know. Was Chad going to start sucking the Hollywood tape and be like, "I'm MAGA. We should fucking have Trump be president for 1 billion years," you know?
He's always been that guy. Like, he's always been pro-Trump. Yeah, dude. Like, guy opens for Rob Schneider. I mean, you know, he's a right-wing comedian, and you know, if you listen, I've listened to a lot of Chad's podcast, and it kind of comes through after a while.
So sorry, I got to say this. So I thought everybody wasn't in agreement that Chad is actually going to be in this Grown Ups 3, because like, I don't even think Adam Sandler was in LA when Chad was allegedly in LA. Also, didn't Chad tweet out a picture of a plane from an airline that's completely changed what do they call it, the levy of the airplane now, like the paint job, right? And people have already spotted that. Like, so Chad clearly wasn't in LA recently. So this email that Chad had and accidentally showed, by the way, you know, seems to be too convenient for Chad to try and say, "Look, I'm relevant, guys." Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. One of the things that Chad has to worry about is that one of the people in Grown Ups 1 was Norm Macdonald. There was a sixth friend, and Norm Macdonald is notoriously maybe the funniest person that ever lived, and they completely cut him out of the entire film. Norm Macdonald, no offense, Chad, is funnier than you are. So I'm pretty sure we'll never actually see Chad's role in it. But the fact that he's in it, I'm genuinely excited for him. Ava, what about you? You are consistently DMing me. Let's do a grown-up show. Let's do a spin-off where we review it and go into the trivia. And I'm like, Ava, enough, for fuck's sake. But what's your hopes and dreams for Grown Ups 3? You're muted.
Who coughed?
The Hitchman.
I believe that was Lemmy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Ava's still there.
Can't hear you, Ava.
But what do you, while Ava's getting her thing fixed, what are you thinking about it, Ashley? Are you going to bang Chad now that he's a LA celebrity?
No, I was going to say it's interesting, though. Somebody sent me a message like, "Hey, Ash, did you know Chad is in LA?" And I messaged Chad and I was like, "Yo, are you in LA?" He was like, "Yeah, but I'm out tomorrow morning. I didn't get to see anyone." So when you said that, when Roachy said that you thought that, like, he wasn't telling the truth about it, I was like, that's so interesting.
So you're saying
he was only there for like a 24-hour, or here for like 24 hours or 48 hours or something.
How quickly did Chad reply to you, Ashley, as soon as you asked?
Really quickly, which is odd for him. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
We don't message a lot, but it's usually like he'll message me and I'll respond a few days later, blah, blah, blah. But I said, "Yo, I heard you were in LA." And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I just got here." Yeah, it's something like that. Like, I just got here yesterday and I'm leaving tomorrow. I didn't get to see anyone. And I was like, "Okay, have fun. Safe travels home."
Yeah, Mint Diggity says this could be his big break, but I mean, it's probably not. But I'll tell you this, and Adam Sanders. Huh?
The snooker program?
Ah, yeah, cheeky monkey. I get that. I love that show.
I will say I just checked IMDb and it says Grown Ups 3 is still in pre-production, so it's not even shooting yet.
No, it's in reproduction because it's going to be so shit. But the thing that I've got to say though is that Adam Sandler is notorious for once you're in his circle, he takes really good care of you forever. So if Chad gets this and he doesn't fuck it up, he's going to have work for the rest of his life. So, I'm genuinely pulling for Chad on this one. Like, I just watched the whole fucking Turning the Page, the Bob Levy daughter reality show. It's the worst fucking TV show I've ever seen. But I was able to go, I know him. That's fucking Bob Levy. I want to fuck his wife.
I'm actually not kidding. I genuinely would be happy if like this worked out for him. Maybe the special works out for him a little bit, and Chad is able to like make an okay living just touring as a comedian. Maybe headlining his own shows. I think that's the best thing for everything. Because the thing people who wish Chad bad forget is right now he's the engine driving the Dabbleverse. Like we've talked about him for an hour. Everybody else is talking about him. Everybody's clipping Chad. If Chad suddenly disappeared, there'd be nothing for anyone to talk about in these shows anymore.
Well, Liam, to that argument, people used to say that about John. Now John is gone again. Now we've got Chad. Chad leaves, everyone has suddenly become interested in Ray DeVito again.
Does anybody notice that everybody's rhyming? Because he said, "Oh, Chad's bad." Now we've got John's gone. It's not talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger because we don't want to rhyme.
Arva, how's your mic?
Can you hear it now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very low.
Sounds like you're coming through your computer, maybe.
Well, I was saying that. Can you hear me better now?
It's only coming through the left speaker, but I can hear you.
Yeah.
What about now?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying that when you looked at Chad's inbox that he showed, if you looked at emails from 2025, and I feel like he forwarded it back to himself to have it shown on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's a current thing. If this is real and he gets through it and he's in the movie, it's a win for Chad. That was my answer.
Yeah. Full steam ahead. We will get to see Chad in The Wedding Singer 2, Anger Management 3, Jack and Jill, the early years. This is the next era of Chad Zumock. We were there on the ground floor. Just before we wrap up, though, just two more quick Chad topics. What did you think about that whole shit with him and Pat Dixon? Because Chad says, I'll debate you, Dixon, anytime, anywhere, any place. And then he goes, as long as it's only on my show and I collect all the chats and I could kick you off. I thought that was a really bad look for Chad to basically start a fight, call somebody out, and then change the rules afterwards. Ava, what did you think of that for the Z-Man?
It was another embarrassment for the Z-Man. Then on top of it, having the whole thing about KB dictating how it should be done or who pays who. It was just a massive embarrassment for Chad.
Yeah, he took it right in the shit pipe. Ashley, for you, we know you're obsessed with these online beefs. What did you think of that happening?
I didn't know about it, but I feel like Chad would always default to whatever Kevin's advice was. When he brought him something, it would just be whatever Kevin says he will probably listen to. That's what I feel like. But I don't know anything about that beef.
You're lying. Roachy, what did you think of Chad Dixon, and also can we hear you do You're lying as Chad?
I'm not lying. There you go. That's my best Bobo impression. Weirdly enough, it's weird. I heard the Fruit earlier make reference to this. He was like, well, Pat knew in order, like, as soon as he sent that super chat, that Chad would change. So Pat automatically was like a puppeteering Chad. And it's like, well, yeah, that's one way of looking at it. But like you said, it's almost like Chad put out a challenge And then when somebody went, all right, I'll take that. He went, oh no, I can't do that. I won't do it on Bob's show neither, even though the week prior Bob was the perfect guy to help him out have a debate. That's the other thing. What is it with Americans that think that it's a good idea to have a debate and a moderator for a debate? Just fucking have a fight with somebody and shout over somebody. Fuck it.
Some people you have to have a moderator for because they just keep talking over you. So if you're trying to have a constructive debate, it matters what the venue is and what it's for, but it's understandable.
But here's the thing: if Chad Zumock can't organize a fucking live stream, how's he going to organize a production shoot for his special to roast? But speaking of roast, Connor here, thanks for the 5. If you think chatter shows are bad, you should check out that gatekeeping stream.
Yeah, I mean today's stream was dog shit. I don't recommend anybody watch it.
I'm gonna watch it right now, right after Beef Drippings. But Liam, I don't know about your status with Dixon anymore. I should say these days. I'm not a fucking idiot. What about what did you think of that silly Chad and Dixon thing, and then Brennan basically rubbing the back of Chad's neck to make him feel good about himself?
I look, I'm a Chad fan, and I listened to that show live, and the fact that Pat was like, "All right, send me the link," and Chad was like, "Whoa, not today. I gotta have a little time to you know." I honestly think Pat should have just gone on Chad's stream the next day, because when you argue with Chad, you got nothing to lose. You know, like the worst thing that could happen is you spend 90 minutes yelling at a guy. Like there's just, you don't get knocked down a peg. You just kind of like you and Chad have it out, and then people are like, "Wow, I really like Pat," and so I'm going to watch his show. Because the thing is, like, all those fucking Dabbleverse debates, man. It's people don't give a shit who wins. They already know going in who they like, and that's who they're going to say 100%. won.
Yeah, and I would honestly advise not to debate against Pat Dixon, because Pat Dixon may, shit his own pants and have a Mr. Poopy Pants Dixon, but he's actually really intelligent and really witty and smart. I think he would make Chad look like a real stupid idiot.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you with Pat's cock in your mouth. Could you?
I think Liam was technically saying that anybody would embarrass Chad, so it's not a Pat thing.
That's not what I said, but you can read into what I said.
Okay.
That's what we're going to tell people you said. Sparkling Wiggers, thanks for the dough. I'm going to do the impression because I get this. This is, of course, an Austin Powers reference. I'll do the accent for you, Roachy. Get ready to laugh. He goes, I'll show you acting, Zumock, you fucking no-lips cunt. It goes, Roachy looks like he eats and cries. No, oh, fuck it. Wait a minute. Okay, we'll go for another take. All right. And
take two.
Roachy looks like he eats and cries because he eats. What do you think, Roach?
Stellar. Thanks for the 2.
I'd love a pint of Stella, am I right? Us lads are fucking crazy. And yeah, there's NJ. NJ Loser says, why would he do Prep versus Pat when he did 0 against Carlo? Yeah, that was Lily K kicked the arse out of Chad in that debate. Very poor look for Chad. But it's not a poor look, is it, if all these lovely people watching hit the like button just as we're wrapping up. Eva, what have you got coming up that we should all be looking out for?
Did you say me, or what did you say?
Yeah. Or Ava, sorry.
Oh, not too much. Just my YouTube channel at Raiza, and then Raiza.bandcamp.com for my music.
There we go.
Ava, when is the next live stream?
I almost did one yesterday when you ended yours kind of early, easy, but I'm not sure. It'll just happen suddenly.
So hit the notification bell. That's what you're saying, right?
What?
Hit the notification bell. That's what you're saying, right?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that.
Yeah, and I forgot when somebody wrote earlier, "Eat my shit," Liam. I forgot to play this.
Eat my shit.
It was funnier when he said in the chat.
Yeah, but I'm addicted to these drops. I've got some type of autism, which is quite obvious. Ashley, what have you got coming up that we should all be specifically looking out for?
Every Saturday on my channel, Ashley Cummings Yoga, Roachy and I do a show together. Now that football is over, I think it'll be 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST.
Yeah, that's the thing, Roachy. We've now got our lives back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do now the World Cup's over, but there you go. Liam, what have you got coming up that we should all specifically be looking out for next, apart from people hitting the like button?
Nothing. Just
Nice.
happy to be here.
That's what I like to see. Smiles and joy. We're all having a good time. And Roachy, of course, you just hit the gatekeeping hour come out, which is better than Eccles' show. I think we can all agree. You right, everybody?
100%.
See?
Yeah.
It was on my side.
Yeah, it's a lot shorter.
Roachy, what have you got coming up specifically that we should be looking out for?
Nothing until, like Ashley's already said, next Saturday on Ashley Cummings' YouTube channel.
And your show on Sunday.
Yeah, that's a week away. Fuck it.
Roachy 888 at Roachy 888 every Sunday around 2 p.m. PST, 5 p.m. EST.
Yeah, but Roachy's so fat that it looks like it should be spelled Roachy ATE, ATE, ATE. Got him. Of course, everybody, don't forget this Friday, quite possibly, or Saturday, the next members only drink stream. Look at Lemmi. That's me supporting her corpse after her next seizure. Hopefully, Lemmi hasn't actually died during the recording of this episode, because that will age badly. She's not in the chat, so there's a chance Lemmi is fucked. But gift the membership anyway, because it means I won't have to pay her this month. So I want to thank you all for coming out. I want to thank everybody for hitting the like button. Thank you to Kim, and I think it was Crop or Corp or whatever the fuck. Yeah, Crop 11 for all the gifted. Thanks for the donations. I had a great time going to bed, and we will wave goodbye and see you all in the next one this Tuesday, on a Tuesday. Great jokes. I'm the funny one here.
What, he went in an airplane?
Oh my God.
You hear that? He said, hey, we flew to LA. Flew? You didn't take the covered wagon out there? You didn't ride your horse? You didn't take the choo-choo train? He flew!